So, this is our new apartment. It's been a while since I've made the last video, but now I'm making not an update video, but I'm moving into a new apartment on my own with my girlfriend. So there will be a lot of changes in my life. So let's say this is a new beginning. And we've been planning to moving in together for quite a while now, since we've been together for 3 years now. And finally we had enough money, and everything with school and work and everything was dealt with, or how should I say. So it was the it was a perfect time to go and look for an apartment and move in together. So I'm quite excited. We're moving in on Friday, so in 5 days. We still have to bring in a bed and a lot of other things like plates, utensils, and everything that you need to live in an apartment. So most of my things are still not here in the apartment, so I still have to bring it here, like my books and my clothes. I really don't have a lot of things to my name to bring here. So I'll make a quick tour of the apartment and show you what are the plans, where everything will be, and then I'll talk about the future on what I'm going to do and stuff. So this is the area where you come into the apartment. I'm sorry for the echo. Here we have a lot of storage space. To the left is a bathroom, a washing machine, a shower, just regular apartment stuff that you need. For the storage, we are still figuring it out where everything will be in it. So that's one thing to worry about. And here's the kitchen. So we have an air fryer and a mixer that we brought in here, and nothing much else. We have a washing machine here. I think it's a dishwasher, fuck, my bad. And here, as I said, here will be the bed. So the bed, I think, is 160 by 2 meters. It will be right around here and to probably there somewhere. We already moved this one. This was previously here where the bed will be now, so we moved this here. As I said, we still have to move in, so we're just setting things here, and we'll figure that one out. This is my internet setup for now, because yesterday I went and got everything to set it up. So this is a 5G outside unit, or how, I don't know what's the technical jargon for that. So I have to put that on the balcony, and it relays the internet, I don't know how the fuck to say it properly, to the router, and that then emits Wi-Fi, and I can hook up stuff to it. So it's still not done. I set it up quickly yesterday because I didn't have much time, so it's still set here. Here is still the trash, we haven't took it out, and that's mostly it for now. We don't have much of it. So we did move into a bigger city. So this one is the second largest city in our country. So we have a lot of things on hand, a lot of shops and everything. And I don't have to drive as far as before to my job. So I have 10 minutes less of a drive. That's quite handy, but not much of a difference. So I'll go over all the costs. The rent is $500 a month, and all the utilities and everything, I think, will be around $100 to $200 per month, depending on how much we'll be heating the place and how much we use water, electricity, and everything. So let's say around 700 euros per month. It's not that much, but I'd say we got a pretty good price looking on how the apartment was renovated recently. So I think the bathroom area and everything was renovated half a year ago, so pretty new. And the kitchen in this front area was renovated in 2022, and we'll see. So we're moving in, as I said, on Friday. So we have a small balcony right here, nothing special, so not too big. We live in the second floor. I think this is the second floor, and we have no upstairs neighbors, so thank God we won't have any sound problems with the neighbors. We do have, I think, one neighbor is there, and that's it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Right now here I will move this probably to there on that shelf. I don't know how to call it, and I'll have my workspace here. So I'll probably I'll get a standing desk that goes that way, not from left to right, but right to left. So we'll probably have a bookshelf there because we both have a lot of books, and this will be my setup here. So a standing desk, I'll get a new chair, and just the overall setup overhaul, so I'll actually be comfortable while working. That's one of the major things that I need to have when I work a lot, so that will quite help. And now I'll talk about the update on my work and what I'm doing currently. So as you can remember from my old videos, I was doing dropshipping. I was doing dropshipping till end of April, so for 4 months, even more, I think it was more. And at the start of May, I decided that it was not actually possible for me to, well, it was possible, but it was quite hard for me to actually succeed with dropshipping because I didn't have enough money. So that's one thing with dropshipping, is that you need money to run ads, to test products and everything. So the whole problem that I had was that all the products I used to find were really just cheap products that nobody would actually buy, so just one-off items or the wow effect items. So, and I didn't want to sell that because I wanted to have a evergreen item to sell, so I can sell it for the next few years and then probably sell the company, or the brand, sorry. And then the problem started when I figured out that I won't actually be able to, statistically looking, actually succeed with dropshipping because I didn't have a lot of money to do that. So the work, everything that I did looked like I tested the product. It actually, some of them went okay by my standards. They were complete fails looking over it. But I did have a lot of sales. I think I did 750 euros in revenue with testing all the products. But I did spend 2k to get that 750. So I lost money. But as someone that gets paid a minimum wage, spending 100, 300, let's say $50 to $100 per day on ads wasn't actually logical for me, because I make $50 per day, 50 euros per day with my job. So with all the costs of living and everything, saving up for this apartment, and it wasn't really a smart financial decision for me. So I did switch up to a service-based business. I'm currently doing automations, so system and process automations for businesses. Basically, I use n8n, as the main software, which helps automating workflows with the help of AI and all connections. I'll make future videos on that, so I won't get into technical details. But I switched to that because it's a service that I think a lot of people would appreciate or would need to help them with. So it helps them save time and make more money as a result. And it's a service-based business, so you don't need a lot of startup capital to work. And everything, how much money, everything that you make off of the service-based business is a correlation on how much you work, and not so much on luck when you actually get clients. So here is my whiteboard that I bought a month ago, where I have my goals and everything. So I'll use the name Agera for my Agera AI for my business. That will be my main name. And my one goal for me was getting at least one client, either paid or free. And then for the second quarter of 2025 is making another 250 euros. Well, to get to 1K over the year. So I have 750 that I made with drop shipping, so I still have to make 250 to get that small goal to 1,000. So I make my first 1,000 on the internet. Well, I did make it before with crypto, but I don't count that. And next, for the rest of the year, I have some goals, but those are not important as much right now. So the first goal that I'm focusing on is getting to 1K this year, revenue overall. And I got a client right now, so that's my personal coach for powerlifting. I do powerlifting on the side, with like a hobby. I compete, and I hopped on a call with him, got to know how his business works and where the bottlenecks are, what I can improve. So I started to make a database for his clients. He didn't have that, so that thing I already did. And next, I do have a potential client that I might work with. It's also a personal trainer, but he also has a supplement store with his gym. So he has his personal gym and a supplement store besides the gym. So I need to get to know his workflow, what he does, how he does things, where the bottlenecks are, what I can improve and everything. So we'll probably do this this week. So basically, you first start off as a consultant, so you go to the company or hop on a call, they tell you how their business works, and then you try to find solutions to their problems, or try to automate things that takes them a lot of time and their tedious work. I think I worded that pretty wrong. But yeah, so so far we're almost next month, at the end of next month, it will be half a year. That's already over. So with my goals, I'd say for this year, I'm not proud, but not really satisfied. I could have done a lot better if I wouldn't slack off and just have to switch from drop shipping to automations. But I have four main goals. I had four main goals for this year. Was getting a new car, not brand new, but previously I had a 2005 Opel Astra, had 250,000 kilometers on it, and I just wanted to get a more reliable car, so I did that. I got a 2021 Skoda Octavia, a pretty nice car, I'd say, really quality built for, and it was not really expensive for me to get it. I have a reliable car right now, so I don't have to worry about that. The next main goal was getting in my own place, so an apartment, which, as you can see, I'm in it. So that's 2 goals down. The third goal was reaching 1K subscribers on YouTube in 2025. So now that I have my own place, I'll have a lot more time freedom and freedom to manage my time with what I'm gonna do over the day, because right now when I got home I really didn't know what I would have to do when I get home. So either if mowing the lawn, we were building a pool since start of March, so basically every weekend and every time I got home I had to do something outside, either was construction or just around the whole house, and I really couldn't set a specific time when I'm going to do specific things, and that really bothered me. So I don't have a lot more time right now, and that means I can, and I'm on my own, so I can record videos in peace. That will be a major advantage for me. So now I can actually record videos whenever I want, and that means I'll be able to put out a lot more videos and reach that 1K goal for this year, which would be, it's a nice to have goal, not a must, but it's a nice to have, since I want to actually document my whole journey as I'm going through it. And the biggest goal that I have for this year was reaching 50K in revenue. So I still have 49,250 euros to go. It is possible for me to get there, but I really don't think I'll be able to reach it this year. But look, I'll try my best, I'll put in the work, and if I reach it, I reach it. So if I get close, I'm happy with it too, because I'm still better off than I was before, and I think that will be pretty nice. And the main things I'm struggling right now with is probably my self-esteem and just believing in myself. I really doubt a lot. I doubt myself a lot, so on the daily I have thoughts of if I'm actually capable of achieving these things, if I'm actually able to do the things I say I'm going to do. And that's probably the biggest reason why that happens, is because I'm not consistent from day to day. I do work and everything, but to me it just seems I'm really slacking off. In my mind, I should be a lot further than what I am right now, and that's probably just the mindset that I have, where I'm never really happy with myself, or not happy. When I reach a goal or I do a certain thing, I don't congratulate myself. I see it as it had to be done, so I had to do it. And that's one of the main problems with all of this, is that you're really rarely happy with yourself. You try your best, you still do things, you still achieve things, but you think of it like it had to be done, so why should I be happy for something that I had to do? And that's the biggest problem with all of this. So I have really big mood swings throughout the day. So yesterday I thought I was the shit, so I had the biggest ego out of the day. So, and I was thinking like, I was put on this earth to make a difference, to actually achieve things, not be average. And that's really true, but I think I don't want to be average. I want to make an impact on this earth and before I die. And so I have to push myself a lot, but a lot of the times I really just doubt myself throughout the day, and when I work I get really miserable fast because I have to be there for 8 hours, not being able to work towards my goals, and that really fucks up your mental. So I really want to get as fast as possible out of this job and start working for myself. And when you work day to day, you start doubting yourself if you're actually doing enough, and because it's taking so long. And I really hope I'll be able to, in the next half a year, being able to actually leave this job and start my entrepreneurial journey fully. So working full-time on my business and achieving these really big goals that I have. And I don't look on people that have smaller goals than me or just not as much drive as me as something below me. I really have a mentality where if you have goals and you achieve them, props to you. That's all that matters. You don't have to have these big lavish goals as I have, as having millions and owning really nice cars, houses here, a house here, a house there, traveling. If you have a goal that you want, let's say you want to be a really good parent or a really good person overall, and that involves, like, if you need to make a certain amount of money, it doesn't have to be millions, it can be a few thousand or a few hundred. If that means that you achieve your goal, then you're actually, in my eyes, a really good person, and that you are working towards the future and making lives for people that are around you a lot easier. But like I said, I have those really big lavish goals that will make you question your sanity from day to day, and if you're actually built out for this. I'm not saying I will quit, I will never do that. I will either achieve them or die. But when you have these sorts of big goals, it's really hard to believe in yourself all the time, and that's the main problem that I'm having right now, is that I'm not achieving things that I set the goals for myself. I don't think that they're too big of goals, but the problem is that either I don't put in enough work, or I just had bad luck with it. And I'm not saying that it's not my fault, so I have to get lucky, no, but there is still some sort of luck that you have to have with achieving these sorts of things. Do my best to reach them. So as I said, now I'm in my new apartment, so I can actually structure my work and everything without being constantly interrupted or actually having to put on whole days on hold because someone decided that it will be building a pool these next 3 months, and now I'll actually have weekends to myself to work on, so that's really great. Yeah, I hope I make the next video pretty soon, so probably make another one when I move in, and explaining actually exactly what I'll be doing and how I'm going to achieve it, to hold myself accountable. And thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in the next one.